Hi everyone, welcome to another video of mine. Today I will be taking you on a walk in Moorabbin Park, which is also known as RSEA Park, as well as Linton Street Reserve or Linton Street Park. So this is in the Melbourne suburb of Moorabbin in the southeastern suburbs. So let's get started. First, let's set the scene. The park is located at 32 to 60 Linton Street in the suburb of Moorabbin, postcode 3189. Many locals know it as Moorabbin Oval. It has a storied history with Australian rules football. It opened in the year 1952, originally for the Moorabbin Football Club, which was in the Victorian Football League. It became the home ground for a St Kilda Football Club in the Victorian Football/Australian Football League from 1965 until 1992. After many years of flux, the ground was redeveloped and now known under the naming rights agreement as RSCA Park. I'm not exactly sure what that stands for, so please forgive me. It's again the training and administrative headquarters for the St Kilda Football Club, with upgrades to the grandstands, modern facilities, amenities for both the club and the community. I will be showing you the area where the St Kilda Football Club trains a bit later on in the video. So let's imagine what you can spend on weekend or a weekday here. There are accessible footpaths, as you can see here, toilets, parking, and even natural shade with plenty of trees. There's a playground both for younger children and older children, and a place where families can gather. There are various picnic shelters, barbecue and picnic tables, ideally for snacks, family lunches, or catching up with friends. There are outdoor gym/exercise stations and walking paths. It's great for fitness, dog walking, or simply winding down. And this is what I do when I go to the park. I just walk around the park. It does help me calm down. There is actually a Linton Street Cafe, which I actually didn't go into. And it's a place where they serve good coffee and good food. Also, they have the men's Australian football and women's Australian football matches here, which is also where they have training and also community sport. So I will just take you to the area now where the St Kilda Football Club practices, and the local sports also practice as well and play some games. It's actually quite a big oval, so it's coming up to it now. So this is the place that the St Kilda Football Club actually has its own ground. So if you want to get there, so the address again is 32 Linton Street in Moorabbin. So public transport, there are plenty of buses nearby, and the nearest train station is Moorabbin Station, which is on the Frankston line and about a 5 to 10 minute walk away, depending on how quickly you walk. And also depends on the traffic lights as well, depends on how quick you get them. So this is roughly 45 minutes away from where I live, so it is a bit of a hike. Actually did sit down there for a little while to take a rest. I did get a coffee from Coles Express, and the coffee was $2, so it's not that bad. I had a coffee and also had a Kinder Surprise, so I just like that chocolate as well. So for many AFL fans, it's a place filled with memories. The 1965 season for St Kilda, which include notable matches, big crowds, and a link to the local sporting history. So there are plenty of open spaces for everyone to exercise, etc. And the St Kilda Football Club, as well as the local council, have invested heavily in upgrades not only to meet sports standards but also to make it a space for welcoming for the whole community. There's also good lighting, landscaping, and shelters. I haven't been here at night, but I would imagine that it's well lit up. So there is quite a lot of parking nearby if you don't take public transport, especially on weekends when the match is on Friday nights. So actually, this park is actually quite nice. I do not come here but too often because it's not too close to my home, but it's actually quite a nice place to come and just go for a walk and relax, etc. So if you made it this far, please don't forget to like and comment. And if you haven't done so, please consider subscribing. Now, the St Kilda Football Club is actually not my favorite team, rather the team that I support. The team that I actually support is the Carlton Football Club. So let's give you a bit of background. So when I first started liking Australian football, that was back in 1995. Carlton actually did win the premiership that year, and I have actually stuck with them ever since 1995 because they won the premiership that year and they were actually doing really well. So I just decided that I'm going to stick with Carlton. So that was the second year of me being in Australia. So and I didn't know what Australian football was, so I started getting into it in 1995. And I just decided I'll stick with Carlton. So if any Carlton supporters out there, I'm happy, and I hope that they make it to the grand final in 2026. Unfortunately, they did not this year, but maybe next year they'll make it to the finals and to the grand final and will win. So from any non-Australians out there, the grand final is on the last Saturday of September. So this year it'll be on the 27th of... Is that 27th? Yeah, the 27th of September, which is Saturday. And the day before that, which is a Friday, we get the public holiday. So we get a long weekend. So on the Friday before the grand final eve, there is a public parade for the two winning teams as well as the grand final cup, which goes around the city. And I did do a live stream a couple of years ago of the grand final parade. So it's actually quite nice. Actually, I haven't been to one in a couple of years. But I may be working that day depending on how I feel. I could be doing overtime. So let's see. Or let's see how that is only a couple of weeks away. I'm also looking forward to my trip to India as well, which is coming up coming up soon as well. So I will be hopefully, as I was saying in the previous videos, shooting some videos as well of my trip to India. So let's see how that goes. I'll only be there for 10 days and coming back I'll be flying Singapore Airlines. It's one of my favorite airlines as well. I will be turning 40 when I'm in India. So looking forward to it. I am a bit nervous about turning 40. But let's see, I'm looking forward to another decade of being wonderful. It's going to be fun. But I'm looking forward to it. It'll be something that's different. So the next stage of my life, I guess. So hoping that everyone is liking the video. So let me know what you think of it. The day that I shot the video was actually quite a nice day. And it was a weekend as well, so Sunday afternoon. This is said, let's go for a long walk, shoot the video here, and then go back home. I did not walk back home, I just walked to the park. I did take the train home, a train replacement bus, because there was no trains running that weekend, so I had to take the train replacement bus. It was actually quite nice. It's quite a nice day, quite a nice day to walk. And I actually did meet my step count of 20,000 steps, so I'm actually happy. But last weekend I didn't, but I'm trying my best, so at least I'm aiming for 20,000 steps a day, which is hard to do, especially since I'm in the office for most of the day, and the evenings are still freezing, and I don't like going for walks when it's cold, especially at night. I think when it comes to summer, when the weather is actually better, I will be going for longer walks at night, so it'll be easier for me to get my step count up, especially after work. Because at the moment I get home after 6 p.m, so when I do feel tired, let's have dinner, then I do go for a walk after dinner, but not for too long. So this is the rest of the park. But I do get up to between, at least for the past couple of weeks anyway, I've been getting it between 16 to 18,000 steps a day. So which is not too bad, I guess, but still could be a lot better. That is my aim, actually 20,000 steps a day now. And there are a few days when I have actually hit that in the past month or so. But I need to do it every single day. So it will help me with my weight loss, etc. And I am going to the gym and I am eating a lot less as well. So that's, I think, it's a good thing. And I do like walking. And walking does help me relax, etc. There's also a bit of a background. So this part of Melbourne has quite a large factory area, so quite a large industrial area as well. So quite a lot of light industry as well, and it is also close to one of my favorite shops called USA Foods, which used to be in Bentley, which is nearby, but they moved to Moorabbin. So I do go there for shopping, etc. So we're nearly at the end. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I will see you on my next video. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and thanks once again for watching. See you later.